Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, it is an honor to address the leadership dialogue of the fifth session of the 2021 United Nations Environment Assembly. This meeting comes at a critical time as we mark a year spent grappling with a global pandemic that is so closely linked to the challenges you are gathered here to discuss. The past year has reminded us of the urgency of scaling up all efforts to address the consequences of the multiple planetary crises we face, as well as their social and economic repercussions. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, or CITES, falls in the nexus between trade, conservation, and development, and its mandate spans from conserving biodiversity to building opportunities for resilient and sustainable livelihoods and economic opportunities for communities who most rely on nature. For over 45 years, CITES parties have sought to strike a balance in the use of wildlife so that international trade is not detrimental to the survival of flora and fauna species in the wild. There are now over 38,000 species of plants and animals in the CITES appendices. To reach its aims to prevent species of wild fauna and flora from international commercial overexploitation, CITES requires parties to take appropriate measures to enforce the convention and to prohibit trade, such as the illegal wildlife trade, which violates the treaty. The main purpose of the convention is to ensure that international trade in listed species is legal, sustainable, and traceable. A strong international regulatory framework effectively implemented by parties and in partnership with other conventions and organizations such as UNEP can contribute to species conservation without jeopardizing the needs of people and without amplifying the risk of zoonosis having negative effects on human health. This is a valuable lesson as we seek to reinvent our very relationship with nature. Fulfilling the mandate of the convention takes the involvement of a wide array of stakeholders across multiple disciplines. Our work mobilizes members of law enforcement, legal and scientific experts, government regulators, and civil society groups. It also requires strong partnerships with specialized organizations. In this spirit, the CITES Secretariat has a cooperation agreement with the World Organization for Animal Health to work towards an integrated approach to sanitary measures for trade in wild animal products. We also work with the International Air Transport Association, or IATA, to enforce the convention's requirements on animal transport and provide guidance to our parties in this regard. Also, in collaboration with the UN Trade and Development Conference, the UN Economic Commission for Europe, and others, the Secretariat supports parties' development of electronic solutions for the management of CITES permits to ensure the legality of trade. These partnerships and collaborations, along with the ongoing work of parties, have truly helped shape CITES into a genuine forum of experts and engaged stakeholders, all invested in conserving wildlife from overexploitation. We believe this model of multilateral, multi-stakeholder, multidisciplinary work is key, not only to fulfill the CITES mandate, but to meet international commitments under the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. It is my intention to continue to foster this spirit of cooperation as we move forward. We will work to strengthen the partnerships between member states, organizations, and other multilateral environmental treaties to address common challenges and achieve common goals. And let us not forget the importance of involving the groups that most closely rely on wildlife for their provisioning, cultural, and supporting types of ecosystem services. Our case studies on livelihoods show just that. When the concerns and needs of Indigenous peoples and local communities are incorporated in our decision-making, we can achieve both conservation and the establishment of a sustainable and resilient model of interaction with wildlife and biodiversity. Thank you, and good luck with your deliberations.